What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we're taking a look at the Crusader class in Diablo Immortal. Before we get started, the usual subscribers, notification bell, thumbs up this video, yada yada yada, channel member if you want to help support the channel even further, cool emotes, yeah. So we got the Crusader class. This is pretty much kind of, I would say, your tank class, but it has some other things that's really strong too. So the best thing that I'm going to say about this class is it has arguably, this is very arguably, but I'm going to say probably one of the best AoE damage in the game by far. Absolutely insane. You have a crazy wombo combo where you can just look at the gameplay. You can shred ridiculous amounts of monsters, gather them all up, boom. Another thing is this class is also really strong for PvP. I mean, you have a bunch of different PvP skills that you can use. Like, there's a bunch of different PvP builds that you can go. You can have blind, you can blind your enemy. There's one in particular that I'm going to show off in a little bit, but overall, very strong class for PvP. Also, a lot of movement speed, a lot of good movement speed skills. And one of the most important things in this game, and hands down, this can literally make a huge difference, is speed. The faster you can run through the dungeons and move around the map, especially for PvP battles, it just helps out a lot. I was initially going to go with the Necromancer as my main once global launch hits. The Necromancer is so slow that I'm definitely not going to main the Necromancer anymore. I've definitely noticed that speed is top tier. If you have a very fast class that can move around and has a lot of good movement, forget about it. The Crusader class has really long skill cooldowns. That really sucks. And you'll notice in the gameplay where I'll go and you'll do like the wombo combo where you'll get on your horse, you'll gather a bunch of enemies, you'll drop your consecrated, you'll do your sweep attack, you know, various things that you can do that just gives you a lot of AoE damage. But then once you do your full four skill combo, you're just kind of sitting there auto attacking, and your auto attacks, primary attacks, whatever you want to call it, they're god awful. This class has probably the worst primary attacks, like both of them. And that sucks. You just kind of, you do your big AoE combo and then you're just kind of like, okay. So, and because of that, your single target damage is complete garbage. Literally, it is yesterday's trash here again and again, just stinking up the joint. It's horrible. So, and you'll notice when you try and take down bosses by yourself, they take forever. If you start off as this class, the early game bosses that you face in the story missions, you're gonna be sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to destroy one of the bosses because it just takes forever. You just have awful single target damage. So that's why it's definitely needed to be in a party. If you can be in a party, that will really help out with like taking down bosses and stuff like that. So let me get into some of the abilities and pretty much the best solo farming build. So you're going to take Sacred Fire as your primary attack. This is second primary attack that you will unlock once you hit level 34. It's really not that much difference from the initial primary attack that you unlock just at the beginning of the game. It's kind of like a slightly better or stronger and upgraded version, whatever you want to call it. But it's really not that much better, but you have to take it because it is better. Best ability, honestly, this is 100% literally the best skill that the Crusader has. It's called Draw and Quarter, and this is the skill that lets you get on the horse and you'll run around and you will have the variation. There's a couple different variations to this, but initially the skill works where you can actually have chains. The chains will come out and you'll chain up enemies and you'll actually drag them with you as you're running around, and you can also attack while you're on the horse. This is going to be your #1 ability that starts off your combo. You're going to activate this. to gather up a bunch of enemies to, you know, giant horde, and then you're going to drop all of your AoE attacks. But there's also another variant where you'll get the legendary item or the legendary gear piece that will actually make this ability different. So it'll take off the chains, and instead your horse will be like on fire, and you'll actually leave a trail of fire, and you'll do burn damage. That one is a lot better. That is a lot stronger than the chains, even though, you know, the chains seem kind of cool to drag enemies. It looks kind of funny and stuff, but the flaming horse 100% is better. Then you're going to take your sweep attack. Sweep attack just does a lot of AoE damage, and it's just really strong. There is an upgraded version that I actually have unlocked. I got this legendary item. I'll show it off in the gameplay. And instead of it being just like a I don't know what you want to call it, like a D-shaped, where it's just like in front of you, the upgraded version or the legendary item upgrades it so that it's just a complete circle around you. So it honestly doesn't make that much of a difference. I mean, it does help when you have enemies in front of you and in behind you, but overall, like, it just makes it a lot easier. Instead of having to aim the shot, you're still going to hold down the button because you want to have the biggest radius possible. And then you're going to have Consecrate, which just does extra damage even while moving with Drawn Quarter. So that's another thing that's really strong, is there is an actual upgraded skill, or I should say there is an legendary item that makes it so that Consecrate actually stays on you and it follows you. Because initially when you use this, it just does a circle on the ground and it stays there. So if the enemies do happen to move out of that circle, they stop taking damage. You definitely want to get the legendary item so that your consecrated circle actually stays on you. So no matter where you go, that circle is on you. So you're always doing AoE damage if someone's near you. And then finally we have Spinning Shield, which is just a large AoE damage that can also move with Drawn Quarters, which is another strong ability. You'll notice that a lot of our abilities that we use, you can actually still benefit from them with Drawn Quarters. So you'll actually use them and you'll have like that AoE damage while you're on your horse moving around. So you can do like moving around AoE damage, which is absolutely crazy. But overall, a very strong class. Definitely a lot of fun when you do all that AoE damage, and it's a fun class. But like I said, low single target damage really hurts the class. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see y'all with another class very soon. I think the next class we're gonna cover is the Barbarian class. You guys are in for a treat. The Barbarian class, I think, might be my main when Global launches. Stay happy, stay safe, my friends. Peace.